Okay, today we're going to be learning Mystery. I'm going to go ahead and start out with the pre-chorus. Since the verse in the song is only solo acoustic guitar, the keyboard doesn't actually come in until the pre-chorus, which is Bread of Heaven. So there's pretty much only two chords in the entire section, and that's E and D. We're going to play an E chord like this with E octaves in our left hand and the fifth with our index finger, and then we're going to play the E chord in our right hand in second inversion, which means we're going to be starting out with B and our thumb, and then we're going to play E with our middle finger and the G sharp with our pinky. The next chord is a D, and we're just going to move straight from that E to the D in our left hand. So we have D octaves with A and our index, and then in our right hand we're going to play D2 in root position, which means we're not going to play the third, we're just going to play the second instead of it. And we're going to build that with D in the bottom and our thumb, E in our index finger, and then A with our pinky. So it sounds like... Now, right after this is the chorus, and the first chord that we're going to play in the chorus is an A. So we're going to move our left hand up here to an A and play the A octaves with the E in our index finger, and then in our right hand we're going to play A in first inversion, which means we're going to build it with the C sharp on the bottom with our thumb, and then the E with either your index finger or middle finger, and then the A with our pinky. So the chords in the chorus are A, and then the D2, the same one we used in the pre-chorus, and then the next chord is an F sharp minor 7. So we're going to play F sharp octaves in our left hand with a C sharp in our index finger, and then we're going to play an F sharp minor 7 in first inversion in our right hand, which means we're going to start with the A with our thumb, and then play the C sharp with our index finger, and then play E with our middle finger, and then the other F sharp with either your ring finger or pinky finger, whichever one feels more comfortable. The following chord after that is an E, the same exact one that we played in the pre-chorus, and then the D2 again. So it sounds like... And then it repeats back to the verse where you drop out until the pre-chorus comes, and then you come in on the E again. Okay, for the bridge slash piano solo part, I'm actually just going to play through it once time through so you can see what it's like first, and then I'll break it down and explain what we're doing. Okay, so what we're doing in the bridge or piano solo is we're actually playing 4 different kinds of chords. We're playing an A for 2 measures, an F sharp minor 7 for 2 measures, an A over C sharp for 2 measures, and then a D for 2 measures. Now in the left hand that's really important and extremely relevant, but in the right hand it's not as important because there's a specific part laid out. So for the first 2 measures of the bridge or the piano solo, we're playing A in our left hand, and in our right hand we're playing this part. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you guys the part. It starts with, you go A, B, C sharp, A. And that's the very beginning of it. So A, B, C sharp, A, and then we use our ring finger up here to play the G sharp, and then bounce back to the A, and then bounce back up to the G sharp, and then play an A. So, and you repeat that. Okay, so we're going to start out with the A, and we're going to play the part in our right hand. And you hold it out for 2 measures. Then you go to the F sharp in your left hand, play the same thing in your right hand. Then play C sharp in your left hand, same thing in your right hand. Now when you go to play the D, you're going to play D in your left hand, but we're going to play something a little bit different in our right hand. We're going to play A, B, C sharp, A, and then instead of going back up to the G sharp, we're going to play F sharp, E, D. So it's going to sound like, and then you start back over. So you're going to play through that progression twice through, and then the third and the fourth and the fifth time that you play through the progression, it's going to be slightly different. We're going to play A, F sharp, back to the A, and then to a B. And then the very last time you play the progression, right before the really big chorus, we're actually going to start on an E for 1 measure, then go to an F sharp for 1 measure, then go back to the A for 1 measure, and then play the B for 1 measure, and then repeat again. For the chorus, the chords are exactly the same as the chorus that we learned before, except we're not going to actually play chords. We're going to be playing a cool little octave kind of ambient lead line, and it sounds something like this. All I'm doing is going back and forth between A and G sharp, and then at the very end of the progression I play a B. So I just go, I start out first beat with the A in my left hand, A, G sharp, A, G sharp, A, G sharp, and you can play different variations of that. I would say just have fun and figure out maybe what you like the best, but that's mystery.